All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So it's time to update the tier list. Things are pretty tricky these days because Dokkan has implemented time-limited content. So, you as the player, obviously you would determine in your ranking how you would choose to acknowledge, like, what about this time limited content, right? In the past, the fights would drop and then they would kind of set, the meta. I use air quotations because there's not, I mean, it's a PvE game, but I mean, I don't know, like, there is a meta, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. Right, so these fights will, the difficulty level will determine, like, what characters are good and stuff like that. If a character, let's use Omega Shenron, for example, Dokkan Fest Physical LR Omega Shenron, who, for the most part, countered most of the fights at the end of 2025. I mean, it's a very favorable situation for him. He's in a good spot in the meta, right? Well, we don't know what's going on with the RE fights, right? Are they ever returning? Are they never returning? Are they going to return and then become permanent? Are they always going to be kind of like, content that'll be here for a bit and then go away? What is it going to be like, right? Like, these are a lot of questions we're not really too sure. The other thing, too, is it does feel to me, while characters are progressively getting, at least slightly stronger, and that would go the same with some of the RE content, too, it is hard for me to just definitively say, like, oh my god, there's been some massive monster power creep even since last GDC. I don't know. I mean, the artificial life form red zone fights were certainly stronger than, like, the GDC fights, but it wasn't like a ground, like, swell, like, oh my god, everything is just completely different type of environment, right? So a lot of these things mixed together. And then there also is the fact that every single character these days is good. Like, Dokkan, I mean, it is crazy. Like, this is a period where people are, like, very, like, upset about the state of the game. And, like, they've never delivered, like, better, consistent characters. Like, I built what is essentially a top, I don't know, like, top 30 TURs. I'm gonna post it. It's not possible to post, like, a tier list of that's like 30 deep that people are gonna agree with, right? Like, I'm well aware of this, but I've taken my time, at least to an extent, with some of these characters to try and hammer home at least a decent one, right? I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I was kind of putting the final touches on a TUR tier list, and I just ended up not really pulling the trigger with it. Because I was like, like, I just decided not to post it. Yeah, this is May 2nd. I mean, I could just show this. I mean, this is obviously, this was a work in progress. I was still thinking of stuff, using some characters, reviewing some footage. Yeah. This is what I was working on May 2nd. But I decided to kind of, like, abandon it, and then it's like, well, I'll sort of, like, come back and do this after whatever's coming up. So we got what was coming up, and it was a massive release, right? So Golden Week or Goku Day Celebration, whatever you want to call it. I mean, these are killer characters, dude. Like, so let's just go ahead and jump in. Let's just start right here. We go with Majin Vegeta. I'm gonna do a top 10. So we're gonna do a top 10, but I do have kind of like the layered tier list version as well, and that goes like 30 deep or so. Int Majin Vegeta, I would say, is like a absurdly underrated character. It's people saw his intro condition and they just went, nope, sucks ass, wrote him off instantly. That's it, done. Like, to Dokkan Twitter and many players, he's just terrible because of his intro condition. But a couple of things have happened too. I could honestly, I think you could probably make a good argument that I'm probably underselling into Majin Vegeta being 10 here. But okay, so let's talk about his intro, which, I mean, you do need his intro up, right? And oh no, Trunks. Well, I mean, we only need to pull up and look at what some of the most recent releases in the game are to go, oh yeah, Trunks is good now. The 3 Xeno Trunkses are good, right? So, I mean, Majin Vegeta, he's just a strong damage character. He's a decent tanking character. He's an orb changer. I found that him needing orbs, not really too strict. Maybe I would concede that maybe I was just lucky at times. But I find this guy to generally just be a very good character. I mean, of course, you know, the sheer power and magnitude of LR Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku plays a big factor into this. But that also is another thing, too. That's a character who I think is in arguments for #1 overall. Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That character's single biggest weakness. Answer quick. Oh, some of you got it right, but a bunch of you fuckers were dead ass wrong. They need a Majin Buu Saga ally. That's what they need. In order for Angel Goku to be able to come out right away. That, to me, is their greatest weakness. And, I mean, so Int Majin Vegeta, I mean, he just covers up, you know, one of the best units in the game's only weakness. I like Majin Vegeta in this spot. I think this is more than fine to get him right here. Next is this AGL Ultimate Gohan and Gamma 1. Now, this character is, like, I would also say gargantuanly underrated. The thing about this character in particular is I wouldn't necessarily say they're on, like, super relevant teams right now. I mean, I've never really found myself wanting to run them on the Vegeta Nappa team. Obviously, we have these 2 teams. I usually am not dying to run them on the Android team either, right? Because remember, the thing about this Gohan here is he does need the superhero ally on rotation. It is a pretty strict restriction, but I do feel like people just have kind of like just overlooked, oh, whoops, how exactly strong this character is. They're so powerful in terms of, like, healing, defense, damage. They could do a lot. I think Gamma 1 can be a little bit finicky at times because he is a little bit of a... How do I word this? He's like a receiving a super attack merchant or something like that. Like, I don't know. If you're not going to get targeted with that super attack quick for Gamma 1, he can struggle, right? And in particular, he really wants that Ki Blast super attack. I don't know. I mean, he's more designed, I guess, from maybe like the Cell Max fight or something. Because Gohan obviously is very effective in there too. But I felt like this character is easily worthy of being decently high up on this list. Next we go Mini Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is a character that's really been hated quite heavily, kind of like since this guy has come out. I mean, I can understand it, right? Because you would simply just look at this right here. This ability being a one-time proc is something that I feel like really scares people off. This guy's damage is really good when you have what I have highlighted up, that 200% attack and guaranteed crit. When doing the active or attacking with 12 or more ki that lasts for the turn, right? When you've got that up, he's looking good. But if you don't have that up, damage can be a little bit mediocre. Defensively, I mean, if you have to YOLO with him in slot 1, can be a little bit iffy. He does have the Ki Blast nullification. He does have the damage reduction and dodge, which is very helpful. But remember, one of the big things, this support, and then, I mean, his best linking partners, it's just... To me, it's just very, like, all right, like, we're running Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, adult. Well, we're running Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, too. A lot of these best TURs, for me, it's just, like, do they draw out the power of even, like, better characters, right? Like, that is kind of, like, where I'm at with Int Majin Vegeta and Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Next, I'd grab Meera here. Maybe I'm a little jumping the gun a little bit with Meera. I find him to be ridiculously impressive. And I think he's going to be a killer on that Android team. I do think I probably was too harsh at times on Android 16, actually. Because especially as, like, fights have progressed and stuff like that, Bio Broly's damage is not, like, common. Like the way he's structured, that shit is not common. Like, you know, it's like Android 16 gets washed in there, but that's it. Like, the fight is mostly designed for you to dodge Bio Broly. I mean, let's keep it real, right? I think that... So, I've been waiting to do a God Equip video for Android 16. I just missed the window to get it done when the 5 great Super Saiyans, Ari, Supremos, and Battle event was up. So, I've been waiting to... Like, I'm not just gonna... Alright, like, we gotta just... I mean, I got to put up something, so I'm probably going to do a Tech Beerus God Equip video. And I'm going to probably keep saving the Android 16 one until we get the next RE event. But I think Android 16 is quite good. I think Meera is really good on that Android team, and he looks super good, and he links well with Android 16. I think they make a nice pairing. I do. Meera and Android 16. This Meera is just fucking strong, dude. He's really powerful, and I am just very eager to like do this Android video I've been planning on doing for a while, but I mean, you know, there's time limited content, so it is what it is. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready for what's next? It's Shen. I do have Shen dropped a little bit. Well, actually, yeah, quite a bit here. Wow, I do, yeah. I think it's fair at this point to drop Shen down a little bit. Now, there's a couple of reasons. Here, let's pull Shen up. Shen is, looking at the way people talk about him, it's like, I mean, a lot of y'all are just, you're just smoking dick when it comes to Shen. You put him in slot 1, he has 100% dodge the first attack, then he has 90% dodge the rest of the attacks. These clowns talking about, what does he even do? Well, dumb fucks, he doesn't die. That's what he does. Like, that's, I don't know, pretty good to just go in slot 1 and be invincible. But here's what happened. Realm of Gods just got an avalanche of good characters dropped down, including essentially a direct, better version of this Shen unit in Whis, STR Whis. It's essentially kind of just like a better version of what Shen is. So, I mean, certainly that drops Shen's value, I think, a lot. It does. And now, because now it's like, and Realm of Gods is where you're running him, right? Realm of Gods is overflowing with characters who you could do slot 1. I don't love the idea, the concept of just running physical UI Goku in slot 1 the whole fight. In my experience, it doesn't really work too well. Because, I mean, he can, like, you know, you're towards the end of the fight. You know, you've used up his guaranteed dodge turn. I mean, he can get walloped. Now, we've won at something like 10 plus runs with 1 HP thanks to the survive KO hit between him and Int Future Gohan and Trunks and EGO Carnival Goku, right? But, I mean, you don't, like, the smartest way to play is not just running physical UI in slot 1 the whole time, right? But you have numerous characters who could kind of, on different turns, go in slot 1 on Realm of Gods, which does lower this guy's value a little bit. If we would just take him off Realm of Gods and put him on, like, fucking, I don't know, Saiyan Saga or Grade 8 Power or something like that. Obviously, we're talking about Shen, but, like, I'm saying this unit design, I mean, he would skyrocket up to probably, like, you know, 1, 2, or 3 on this list, right? Like, this design is crazy. This is a ridiculous, like, the way people talk, I see the way a lot of people talk about this character, it's just like, you're just clueless. You know, not to be too rude, you know, I'm just like, bro, like, hello, it's the first attack, he has 100% dodge, and then every other attack past that is 90% dodge. It is very difficult to get hit. You can, but it's really hard. You guys have seen, I run him constantly, and we just boom, 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 solo everything. He doesn't get touched, right? So, but again, Whis, it's really Whis' presence, I think, that has dropped him down a little bit. So now I have Int UI Goku above Shen. I did not before. If I had pulled the trigger on dropping that earlier tier list, Shen was going to be above UI Goku. But now, again, with more characters there, a better version of Shen, it's like, Int UI, the thing about him is he's not restricted, excuse me, he's not restricted to a certain slot, right? We could choose to put him in slot 1 or slot 2 or whatever. His conditions aren't really a problem. Remember, once we transform with him, he is going to have his scouter. He's going to have the guaranteed dodge the first turn. He can be very, very effective, just kind of like busting out, like, okay, like this is the turn with guaranteed dodge. We'll put him in slot 1, and then we can float him the rest of the fight. If he gets hit, he gets walloped. But I've found this guy to be quite good, right? This really does show, like, oh my god, Realm of Gods, dude. Because the very next character's got Goku. It is crazy how they just, like, Shen plus this, at Goku Day celebration, and all of a sudden Realm of Gods is like, oh my god, dude. Alright, so God Goku, I think, is really effective. He has his revive, which is very powerful. God Goku will likely out-age... Well, he's not out-aging STR Whis. I don't know. Whis and God Goku are two characters, like, on this list who are going to out-age the rest, probably. I think God Goku's revive is going to do a lot of heavy lifting for this character, and he, of course, can be very powerful on that first turn after he revives. I mean, I think he can get cracked. I've seen, like, some clips of other players. Now, I know better, right? A lot of times, people love to, they are agenda pushing, or their character has, like, just a really shitty build or something like that. So I know better, but I do think that this guy Goku, he could get clapped very easily later in one of these RE events, right? I am kind of, so with my oh damn, I didn't really mention this too well at the start, fuck. I do kind of am thinking about, like, Jiren and some of these RE events, sort of. I would say I'm more so thinking about the RE, like, Red Zones and Supreme Magnificent Battles than I am, like, the Jiren Greatest TURS fight, right? But I am very confident that the Red Zones and Supreme Magnificent Battles, those will return, and they will become permanent. I'm confident in that. Greatest TURS Jiren, I got no clue, right? Like, no idea. I like God Goku, but I just don't like him quite as much as some of the other characters that have come out with this celebration. But I'm eager to really dust off a lot of these characters with what I presume is going to be some really good, difficult content. Although, I think it's probably dropping in a week, but, I mean, we'll see. They might not even announce one, it's possible, right? But I think we'll probably get an RE event at the end of next week. But, I mean, I've been wrong before. We'll see. But I like God Goku right here. Next, man, before I reveal, what if oh, dude, you know what, there's, the Tooth Fairy is in the back of my mind right now, telling me that there's the next character should be this other character, and not this other character. I'm fighting, for now, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna regret this. I'm going to go with Whis for now, the way I've got it. Yeah. But I just, I don't know. Whis, don't be shocked when the very next tier list, Whis is above the next. Wait. Did I mess up? Oh, I didn't put Meera. Yeah, I just didn't grab Meera. Yeah, I was like, wait, I made a mistake here. What'd I do? I never put Meera in. I'm so silly. I'm actually just such a goose. Yeah, this is what it is. I was like, wait a minute, we don't have 3 characters left, right? Okay, Whis is insane. If not for Whis, Shen would probably be, like, in this exact spot right here. But Whis exists, and I think he's probably a little bit of a better version of Shen. Whis, so, like, Shen, if we just jump back over to him, right, like, Shen's got this one-time support proc that triggers, which is good. It's powerful support. It's phase 2 support. It's very good. But, like, Whis, I mean, remember, I'm thinking we're getting more RE fights. I'm considering the RE fights. I'm thinking about how Whis will perform against Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for example. And it's like, we're fighting Super Saiyan 3 Goku on turn fucking 10. And, I mean, the whole fight, Whis is just going through with this up. Right? Like, I don't know. I think that's pretty good. That's just me saying. Like, I think it's good. And, I mean, Whis next to the guy who I have at number 2 right here, Int Beerus, they're just a ridiculous combo. It's a great combo. I am glad, by the way, that they chose to support Beerus with the EZAs and stuff like that rather than God Goku, because I just feel like Beerus as one of these, like, God of Destruction characters, right, and he's got these links that are kind of, like, specific to Champa and Whis and stuff. I like the decision to make these EZAs of Beerus and Whis and the STR Whis, rather than maybe going towards, like, some of the God Saiyans. There's going to be infinite God Saiyans dropping forever, for all time, right? It'll be super easy for any roster to fill out. God Goku as a character is going to age better, again, besides Whis, probably better than every character on this list. But, yeah, anyway. So Beerus is good. Here's the thing with Beerus, right? And the reason why I don't have him above Dabura. I don't. Although, is it an argument you can make? Yeah, I feel like if you're, like, really, like, dead set, like, no, Beerus is number 1. It's like, yeah, I mean, I can see it. Here's why I think Dabura is better than Beerus. So, Beerus, right? He's not going in slot 1. Unless they're doing a melee super. Dabura also has a Dabura also has a melee super counter. And Dabura is stacking defense. And Dabura has the taunt. And Dabura has a shit ton of dodge built in. Beerus can get clapped. But here's the thing too. I think we're going to get a Supreme Magnificent Battle built around Realm of Gods. So, I mean, we could, for all we know, we could get a Juggernaut Demon boss who's melee supering and dodge canceling. And it's int. Like, this could be the hardest boss in the game a week from now, right? And in that instance, this guy would be the perfect character to counter that, right? Whereas, like, you know, if it's like dodge canceling int boss, although I guess this guy would have the melee nullification. Dabura is just so stupid. Like, Beerus is great, but Beerus defensively is not on Dabura's level. That's it. Like, he's just not. Beerus is not on Dabura's level defensively. It's Beerus right now is really helped a lot by his melee nullification, right? Which, I mean, he's got it, right? That carried Omega through a lot of these difficult content fights. The thing is they're going to give characters this nonstop, but they keep giving us fights that do that. So I am pretty pleased about that, by the way. Like, even the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you know, RE Supreme Magnificent Battle fight, he was a melee super boss. And he never, like, remember in the data, it's like, oh, he could do that Kamehameha. He never did it. He couldn't do it. He never did it. I ran that fight, you know, 100 plus times. He did not do the Kamehameha even once, so that was not a thing. But yeah, this is kind of like how I would drop this list right here. I like Beerus, but I think Dabura is stronger, plus Dabura's taunt. I mean, we're just not gonna just casually, like, how do you argue Beerus above Dabura's taunt? Like, that's, right? Like, oh, Beerus is so good, and the character in slot 2 just fucking dies. Guess whose watch that doesn't happen on, if we're at the, you know, the final phase. I am thinking of Super Saiyan 3 Goku 2, and the way that this guy bodied Super Saiyan 3 Goku worse than, like, any character we had, right? Like, this was the anti-Super Saiyan 3 Goku character. But that's, I am just saying, I suspect that the next RE fight will probably be built around this guy's kit. Probably, but I think it'll continue. They'll continue to be like long. Well, I don't know. Will it be a longer fight though? If we're just fighting like Beerus, he might just be a one phase fight, right? We'll see what's gonna happen. But like right now, this is kind of like how I see it. All right, so I'm gonna open up to this. I mean, this is where I understand, right? Like, I took a lot of time to make this. No one's gonna agree with this, okay? Like, I'm not doing this for anyone but myself, basically. Because there's not one person who's gonna look at this and be like, oh, it looks good. Not gonna fucking exist, okay? So this is, like, this is what I kinda came up with. I mean, there's some other characters, too. I was looking at, like, STR Nappa, and I was like, dude. Majin Do, I was, oh, fuck it. Like, not every character needs to be on here. This is a top, how many is this? This is, so this is 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. This is 36 characters. Let me pause to confirm. This is 36? Yeah, this is a top 36 TURs. Now, again, I would just stress, man, like, anytime you start really opening up a list this deep, it's just, you know, people can't agree. Okay, like, I don't know where to even start. Pan is very good, right? Her multiple turn support, her dodging. I do like the Vegeta and Nappa, but, I mean, they have some issues. I just like the characters in front of them much better. Obviously, we just had 3 TURs drop in the last week, basically, who are of the strongest tier, I think, you know, in striking range of Dabura, who, I mean, Dabura, we undersold the fuck. In 3 years, we're going to say, damn, we fucking undersold Dabura on release, man. We really did. Yes, we. I mean, like, as soon as I used him, I was like, oh my god, Dabura is crazy. But, like, just because I'm saying he's crazy, like, we undersold the fuck out of him. Dabura is, like, probably one of the strongest TURs of all time. And it's just like, I don't. We'll see as more fights come out, but I don't think Dabura is just gonna. He's not gonna just like drop off the face of the earth. He got too much support. There's too many other good characters around him on those teams, right? Because again, 2026 Dokkan drops a character and then gives the character 5 fucking buffs to their team, right? None of this bullshit where they would drop, you know, AGL Kale and then she gets nothing. She gets one of the worst EZAs of all time, one of the worst ban units of all time, and no other help. That's what they did with AGL Kale. Luckily, right, all these characters, Beerus, Dabura, Vegeta and Nappa, you know, Ultra Super Villain God Vegeta, like these characters didn't have to deal with that. They dropped, and then they got 17 buffs to their teams. What is something people would be pissed at here? I don't know. I saw some people talking about Champa being super high. Champa, I mean, worthy to include now, but like, Champa above some of these demons up here. Fuck no, dude. Hell no. I do like Champa's support and stuff, but like, am I putting Champa above probably even Android 16? Like, fuck no. Android 16 can just sit there in slot 1 in most of these fights, and he's chilling. I think Android 16 low-key is quite underrated. But it's just like no one's got him, right? Like that's what. And if you're curious, I think Android 16 is the lowest interest character of all time. Is Android 16. He's below Tao. Maybe Baby Gohan and Goten are in there as well. But it's like Android 16, like he's in the Hall of Fame of like no one gives a fuck with you know, again, Tao, Baby Gohan and Goten. Android 13 is in there. Android 17 and 18, their original release is in there. People just did not give 2 shits about them, right? But Android 16 is very good. I like the Raditzes. I do like physical Raditz better than tech Raditz. Remember, Demigra is very good. Maybe I'm underselling Meera and Toa here. I probably could get Meera and Toa higher, just saying. Legic is good. Maybe I could get the Xenotrunks is higher as well. Maybe Gamma 2 could be higher, right? STR Gamma 2. It's like, dude, there's just so many. I just put so many characters in here. Oh, Cybermen. The thing about them is, like, he's a good character, but like that God mode best character of all time, it like that team too, that Cyberman team can't beat the RE fights. Like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we did that back when the leader skill was the old way. Like, let me just pull this up quickly. Yeah, the 318% leader skill showcase playlist right here. Yeah, this is a great playlist, right? This one right here, Cybermen Destroy Dokkan Battle. So in this, I went through every fight. So we could still trash we could still do this exact setup right here to trash Bio Broly, right? No problem. But remember, I told you guys, I am counting the limited content. You can make your own fucking list, and you can make your list however the fuck you want to. There is no problem with doing that. Make your list however you want to make your list, right? Okay, wait, no, damn. Yeah, because I've got the footage sped up here. I'm trying, dude. Oh, my keyboard's not working. That's why, okay. I was like, what the fuck, dude? My keyboard's not working. It's still not working. No, it is. There we go. Okay, hold on. I want to pause quick. I gotta have the reflexes of Speedy Gonzalez right here. Boom. Okay. No! Oh my god, I had it. Bro, I'll pause if I can't get it this time. I got it this time. There we go. Okay. So, this is how I beat Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? You can't do this anymore. Because now the STR Cyberman leader skill was kind of like nerfed or made the way it was supposed to be. I could kind of understand why they did this, just as an aside, because the STR Cyberman was like the best leader in the game. So like, you know, it's just like a April Fool's Day free-to-play character. Like, I understand, you know, people get mad at that, but like, I mean, I don't know. Do we really expect a April Fool's Day character to be the strongest character of all time? Like, you know, come on. But without the ability to run like these characters here, the full Cyberman setup can't beat like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, they could not beat. The hardest fight I did with this, by the way, it was not Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It was Majin Vegeta, who directly countered. Like, he directly countered. This was so hard. Majin Vegeta. This was the one I actually struggled with, was beating this guy, right? But the Cyberman can't do that. So it's like, if RE fights are going to be dropping and the full Cyberman team can't beat it, the full Cyberman team, which that's where this guy is the strongest character in history, then I'm thinking about him on the Vegeta and Nappa team, not as the strongest character in the history, right? Like, you know, of course, like, yeah, guess what? Like, he's, like, above Dabura, right? But, wait, fuck, yeah, it was right there. Yeah, he was next to Sin. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we will end right here. I'm looking at this, like, what else are people going to be mad about? I'm not sure. I mean, the people are going to be mad about everything, right? That's what happens with a tier list, like 30 characters. I still get fuckers tweeting me, why was Chilai so high? Remember, I ranked every character till Raditz, right? Oh my god, I remember the day before was when Joe Burrow came into, we lost, anyway. And I did that ranking characters until Raditz, and like, yeah, Chilai was super fucking good, dude. And like, people are like, why was Chilai so high? Did you use her? Probably didn't. Anyway, yeah. So, this is what we're gonna go with. Here's the actual kind of like top 10. This is like kind of like, you know, my more like, I don't know, official list. And then of course we've got, you know, the other big boy one. So, let me know what you guys think of this monstrosity right here. Top TURs. I'll catch you guys next time.